What is up, everybody? This is Edward back with another video, another episode. Everybody Hates Black Men. I'm your host, Edward Anderson, and I wanna apologize. I know I go live at the most fucking random times. I go live when I want. I'll go live when I'm inspired. I go live when I have time. And I know y'all can't never get a good heading on when I'm gonna go live because I do that. So I do apologize. Also, shout out to everybody still holding Patreon down. I will start putting more content on the Patreon. I'm kind of, like I said, I've had to get some stuff done. What's up, Gym Rat?
Left on South Miami Boulevard.
What is up, Gym Rat? So yeah, I appreciate people holding stuff down. Stuff is definitely gonna get back to normal, and I look forward to that because stuff is gonna be on point. For real.
In a quarter of a mile.
Because a lot of stuff is kind of
left 2 lanes
closed.
Left to I-40 East toward RDU Airport, Raleigh.
Closed out. So I am excited.
RDU Airport, Raleigh.
So with that being said, I wanted to talk about something. So BGS had his, response, his BGS response channel. He had like a 4-hour live. I was on there a little bit. And there was some stuff I wanted to say, and I wanted to say more. There was a brother in there. He says he's in his 40s. Man, I got to be real with you, man. Like, I'm not, and people don't got to be like me, but I don't have a lot of patience for people that are 40 years in there. I'm not in my 40s. If you are not, even if you're in your 20s, I don't really tolerate this, but I'll give a little bit more latitude to it. But if you're in your mid 30s and up, and particularly in your 40s, and you don't know how to articulate yourself, you don't know how to answer basic questions, and you're on some, you just need to feel what I'm talking about, that's problematic. That's problematic. And I'm just gonna assume you're lying, because it's either you're lying or your IQ is not where it needs to be. And for the most part, usually what you Negroes is that you're lying. It's that you're lying. It's that you know what it is, you know what we're saying, you don't have the logic to counter it, so you just gonna be present and then hope we just talk ourselves into a cell. It's them talking niggas into a cell ass niggas. They think, you're there, and then people will just agree with you because you're present. I don't fucking understand that. And like I said, that's BGS's guilty pleasure when it comes to hearing people out to try to have them be understood. I mean, that's a gift, I'm sure his grandkids are served very well. His kids are very lucky to have him as a grandfather, as far as his kid, that they can take care of it, because that's like private school level education. Cool. I'm not that old, and I'm short, so I wasn't born having to give a fuck. My thing, and if any of y'all that know, if you don't, go look at it. It's an interesting conversation from the perspective of, it highlights a lot of things I talk about. This, and so let me be very clear on this bullshit. And I just want to be clear. And this is gonna come off like insensitive. It's gonna come off harsh. I don't have a lot of time, and I don't give a fuck. Let me be very time, you big brother ass niggas. The shit you doing don't mean shit. I'm in a grand scheme of things, and when I say scheme of things, I'm talking about a community that can benefit the majority of black people. You helping one nigga at a time doesn't mean shit. It doesn't. You niggas really think if everybody just helps one person, it's not about helping people. Your problem is not the individual. Your problem is a culture. I understand you niggas are too weak, deaf, dumb, and fucking stupid to really deal with that shit. Because you're not, and I say weak because you're not willing to do what has to be done to solve that. There is no negotiating with it. It is a culture you're dealing with. That is the problem. And you helping one broken nigga or one broken bitch don't mean shit. Because there is not one individual you can help. There is no Jesus Christ in the making. And that's what I kind of wanted to say. The shit you doing is meaningless. It is. Because the problem is, let me describe it, because it sounds like I'm just being an asshole. What you're essentially doing is a ship, okay, on boats. I forget what the fuck they're called, but they have these things, let's call them pumpers. Their job is to pump water out of the ship. That's their job. Now, if a ship sinks or if it has leaks or whatever, because all ships have water in it. All ships have what's called ballast water, and ballast water is what helps keep the ship from flipping the fuck over. That, you know, and they can move ballast water to different parts of a ship. I am not an expert, I'm just a nigga that saw some YouTube videos, so I'm using this analogy to communicate an idea. And they can move ballast water to different spots in order to, if a ship is listing is tipping, left or right. That's what they can do. Now, the pumpers are designed, if you need to get water out, to get fucking water out. Obviously, if you had, and why would you need them? Well, if you're in an area where there's a lot of waves, or water is becoming green water, which is water that's over on the ship because waves hit it, you need a way to get the water out. That's what the pumpers are for, amongst other things. What you're dealing with is when the pumpers fail or when they're overwhelmed because there's too much water getting in the ship, say a hurricane or something. I brought up El Faro. This is a good example. Or if there's flooding because somebody left the fucking window open and it tipped, and the tipping is happening under the water line because the ship is listing that badly and waves are coming up. That's when pumpers can get overwhelmed, amongst other things. That's what the fuck we're in, and we've been in there. The culture is sliding. There's no up, down, the trend line is going down. We're getting more niggerish, more whorish. Niggas can't read. Niggas can't read, not just in prison. Niggas can't read. Bitches are damn near retarded, but they can sell pussy. That is the situation we're in. You being big brother to one motherfucker, if you're gonna do that to somebody in your family. Get their shit right. As far as men, doing that to fuck these randoms, if you do it because it feeds your soul and it feels good, I'm not arguing that. But do not act like you doing shit that means shit, cause it don't. If anything, I would say you're wasting time. Because really what needs to be done is we need to get men on whatever page that fucking is. We need to get the men on it. Not no fucking mercenary fucking helpers. Slave niggas. Fuck your emotions. Fuck how you feel. But I don't give a fuck about that. These little fucking meek, fucking micro dreads, fat face ass niggas. FD signifier looking niggas. Soft sounding niggas. Niggas that can't think, can't articulate themselves. They talk with their fucking heart and not their goddamn brain. I swear to fucking God, it's like a goddamn disease. And so no, don't help these niggas. Cause all you doing is recreating more soft ass, pussified, faggot ass motherfuckers. And I ain't even talking about gay folks. So when I ask basic fucking questions, and he answers some of them, and you add, BGS was asking, that's why I like to ask open-ended questions. Because it bullshit. And it allows me to read who the fuck I'm talking about. That nigga, you're arguing. The problem with BGS is when I don't argue belief. When I recognize that I'm arguing belief, when I recognize that, I don't give a fuck. No matter how smart BGS is, BGS is not gonna convince somebody that even passively believes in God to not believe in God. It doesn't matter how agnostic he is. That will take a life event that causes him to fall out of favor because you're arguing with belief. And my issue is that shit don't build shit. And so when you talking about get out the way, he's like, get out the way, because these niggas ain't in your way. These old niggas are waiting to die. Get out the way. Just get out the moist ass, soft ass motherfucker. For real though. And it ain't even about, the issue I have is that shit don't build shit. Fuck this each one teach one bullshit. Nigga, that you do better pushing these niggas in the military. You pro-black niggas are weak. You pro-black niggas are the problem. And you pro-black niggas low-key need to be fucking exterminated. You need to be removed from the equation because you niggas don't got the heart to actually grab the community by the fucking balls and compel that bitch to do what's necessary. You niggas are not for a black community. You niggas are for a gynocracy. And that's why I said y'all need to go. You niggas do not want to do what's necessary to deal with the status quo. And what really pisses me off is the fact that you niggas won't be honest. Be honest. You work for the bitch. Be honest. And say, that's the team that you belong to. So niggas know to not fuck with that. But you all know that if you do that, niggas will be like, I'm out. You know that. So we operate in deception, in ambiguity. That's what I was talking about. I'm like, nigga, your language is ambiguous. You think ambiguously. You know what the fuck we're talking about. You're doing the same tactics these hoes do. This, I don't know, and you know what I mean. And all of that. No, I fucking don't. That bullshit is how we got a lot of these tether shit going on. We don't identify shit. You think I just mean that with fucking black people that's not ADOS? No. Gynocrats need to be identified too. You all wouldn't try to convince a fucking white supremacist to stop caring about believing white people should be on top, would you? So yeah, but you notice I was asking open-ended questions. That's for a reason. That's for a fucking reason. And I wanted to genuinely know what he was talking about because luckily I didn't listen to none of this shit before. So I came in there blind. You know what I mean? We need to help. I mean, you want to be big brother, be that nigga, feed your soul. I'm cool with that, but do not for a moment believe what you're doing is of any consequence because it is not. It is not. The reality is, the problem is, I knew that nigga was, I knew the conversation was over for me. I'm gonna be real. As soon as he said 60% of black women were viable mates, nigga, it's more black women than single fucking mothers. I can kill that with the obesity rate and the single motherhood rate and get that bitch down to 30 just off that. We not even talk about STD rate. Like, that nigga really said that. Man, I don't know. This nigga's in his 40s, not 40, in his 40s with an S. Meaning he's like, what, 42, 43. Get the entire fuck out of here. Niggas like that are a waste of fucking time. Niggas like that are a waste of fucking time, yo. They really are. And the only purpose to even talk to them is just let them know, just really understand how these dudes' minds work. Like, for real. Understand how they all got this same FD sound just like that dude. These niggas are the reason why they sound that way is because they operate off of feeling and deception. They can't really keep it real. They can't. Because they know what they saying is bullshit. But we're gonna have this conversation where we're just sitting here. Anyway, I wanted to fire that shit off. That's all. I ain't gonna be on long. Maybe I'll go live. Yeah, what did I just say? For you, that did I not say that? Absolutely. Appreciate that, Snazzy. Anyway, I may go live Sunday. I don't know. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Check out Arts. And this is Edward signing off.